think the thing that changed the most when I found out about my status was my personality and my outlook on life. I'd always been a bubbly person, I'd always been outgoing, but it made me less selfish, if you know what I mean. And I also started taking into consideration what had happened to other people. I started becoming more interested in other people's suffering and how they dealt with HIV and AIDS. Of course, your lifestyle changes as well, but I've always been the kind of person who says to people that you shouldn't allow it to take over your life. You should be in control of your virus, and not let your virus control you. No, it actually hasn't. I mean, people now, I guess because I also do a lot of interviews and I'm so public about my status, people know before they even meet me sometimes about my status. So, and I'm the kind of person who just, if people don't take it well, I don't take it as a bad thing from them. I don't hate them or dislike them for it, because I also understand that a lot of people don't understand the virus, and people normally fear what they don't understand. And so I try to explain to them, even if we're just going to be friends, I'll just say, yeah, sure, it freaks you out. That's cool. If you have any questions, I'm here. You can talk to me. I didn't have to really battle with it, because I took time out, because I also knew that it would take time for me to become comfortable with it. So it was really a decision that I want to take time out, because I don't ever want to not tell someone. I've also had the luxury of having doctors who always talk to me and always say, you don't have to disclose to someone, but this and this could happen, and you can basically make sure that your partner never gets infected. Even if the condom does break, even if something goes wrong, you can just call us and they'll know, and I'll give them medication. I had my doctors on speed dial. So I took time out. And so when I was done really dealing with it, the emotional implications of it, then I went to my next relationship. I think some of the biggest fears people have going into a relationship with someone who is positive is getting infected. Obviously, that would be the first one. And then the second one would be stigma. Because stigma doesn't necessarily only happen to the infected person, but it also happens to the people around you. So if you're dating someone who's HIV positive, people might deduce that, oh, you must be positive too. There have been some relationships that have ended because people feel like, I can't actually date you anymore because my parents don't take it well. And my community is not okay with me dating someone who's HIV positive. Over time, if it happens to someone close to them, like a family member, then their perspective changes and they just need time. People who are living with HIV are the ones who are the first to judge themselves and say, oh no, now I'm not good enough to date someone who's negative. I've met some amazing people who have known about my status, who are very, open to it and okay with it. They might not understand in the beginning, but I think it's the HIV community itself that has a problem with the virus. How I respond to people who think that me having sex or, being normal, having normal people behavior is wrong, is really that it isn't. And I try to just educate them and talk to them, because a lot of the time people just need someone to talk to and someone to explain to them. And I think that's where we as a HIV community have fallen short, is trying to educate people more about it. The course of my treatment that we've looked at has been geared towards me having kids in the future. I do want to be pregnant. I do want to pop out 3 kids, probably 3 or 4, maybe 5. If I want a big family, I do want a big family. I have this thing about wanting a big family and getting married one day, and it's a very real possibility. It will happen. You'll be invited to my wedding.